You can buy this black and white print at an interiors shop, ready framed if you fancy. A chic candid, perfect for a bedroom maybe. Have you seen this picture before?
Yes, I have actually. It's quite a famous one in New York.
They look like they haven't seen each other in a while, like a long time.
It says spontaneity and celebration.
But did you know that the woman in this picture, whose name is Greta Friedman, hated every second of this kiss?
Oh,
She has since said that she had no idea that this strange man, whose name is Mendonsa, was going to kiss her.
Her hand looks a bit tense, doesn't it?
I did not see him approaching, and before I know it, I was in his vice grip, she told CBS News in 2012.
Okay, so now I feel really bad for saying all the nice things about it.
I felt that he was very strong, he was just holding me tight. It wasn't a romantic event.
That's so sad.
Very like holding the girl, like it's not like natural.
But if it did happen to me, I would react in an oddly way.
And the picture was so iconic, I would hate that. I would absolutely hate that.
Mendonsa, a US Navy soldier, might have been excited since this kiss happened on the day that Japan surrendered to the United States in 1945. He has since said that the reason he grabbed someone dressed like a nurse was just because he felt very grateful to nurses. But even if he risked his life at war, putting an unconsenting woman in a headlock and planting one on her is not really acceptable.
It's very, very different than what I would allow my daughter to put up with now.
They put statues of this kiss around America and Europe.
Okay, I'm a bit disgusted. And so why do we make it prolific?
I wouldn't want a statue of someone basically assaulting me.
Although more recently, in 2014, a French feminist group did protest to have one taken down. Friedman hasn't been completely negative about the kiss though. She also said it was a wonderful coincidence, a man in a sailor's uniform and a woman in a white dress, and a great photographer at the right time. So who took it? It was photographed by Alfred Eisenstedt, a distinguished photographer who had worked with a range of people from Bette Davis to Kennedy. The photograph was published a week later in Life magazine, among many other photos of V-Day celebrations around the US. Initially, the stars of the photo were a mystery. Life did ask them to reveal themselves, but no one did for decades. However, later on, many people started coming forward, and eventually an exhaustive study was carried out in 2012 to conclusively prove both identities. Once discovered, Friedman actually kept in touch with Mendonsa. They reunited in Times Square for a kiss reenactment in 1980 and stayed talking to each other, sharing family updates throughout the years.
God, this is a roller coaster.
If I go back in time and perhaps sit on my mother's shoulders, I think my mum would probably have tolerated it.
Although Friedman didn't enjoy the kiss, she does have slightly fonder memories of other aspects of that day. She remembers going back to the office, telling them the war was over, and they cancelled all their appointments and went home early.